Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl G, and we are back with another story time.
Yeah, boy.
Reddit has all the tea for us. So my fiance 30 male called off our wedding. So the male called off the wedding and left the girl 30 female in complete confusion. Let's see if it was earned or if it's like you dodged a bullet.
Okay.
So my ex-fiance 30 male has cancelled our wedding a week before it taking place. First off, all of the embarrassment, because you've already told people. I don't know why people would try to sugarcoat it. There's no point. You're going to be embarrassed.
Absolutely.
Everyone has maybe taken leave from work, plotted out the date, and made plans for it. And you're like, oh, actually, I'm sorry. And the things that they would have booked, all of the locations. But then all of that is better to take that now than walking into a 5-year, 10-year marriage that's going to be absolute hell. We've been together for about 6 years and lived together. For context, what happened basically was an argument that escalated. We were I think that I can do this. And the person say throw away account because my ex-fiance uses this app. Like, why?
I don't know. I just got here.
You're not together anymore. Let them see it. Like, yeah. Let them see it. What happened basically was an argument that escalated. We were heading to my program graduation. It's a small event for about 10 students and some professors from a community college. On the morning as we were getting ready, I asked if he would be okay to wear one of his button-ups instead of the shirt he had on so we can get a nice photo. Were you trying to say my dress was ugly?
Oh my God.
Like, wait. He was annoyed and snapped saying, why do I have to do things for others? And I told him that he truly doesn't have to. I was just asking, but it's ultimately his choice. He ended up putting the button up and we arrived at the ceremony. Everything went fine and he was very happy for me.
Aww.
However, on the way home in the car, traffic was filling up and he was annoyed. I offered an alternative route that I know cuts off some time and the exit to that route was coming up. He didn't take it and I was slightly annoyed about it because he was cranky with me about traffic. It's like, okay, he was one who was very worried about the traffic. We're just gonna sit in it. Done and dusted, right?
No.
So I asked him why he didn't take it. He started full on yelling that my tone is rude and that he doesn't have to drive the way I tell him to.
Brother,
I replied saying that I literally just asked and I didn't actually care what route he takes. He was the one having a problem with the traffic. He blew up and blamed me for getting him upset. When we got home, I apologized and explained that I didn't mean to come across as mean. I can see how, honestly, I can see how from his point of view, he'll be like, she's a bit controlling. Yeah, but I would say, how long have they dated for? How long have they been together for before planning a wedding? Because this is part of someone's character that you would have seen. Learned how to deal with it. No one's perfect and you're not going to find someone that's perfect. Learned how to deal with it and they would have found like something that works for them.
absolutely.
I also said that screaming doesn't help in any situation. I can see those half-ass apologies.
Okay.
I also said that screaming doesn't help in any situation and that we should talk instead. He basically explained that an apology doesn't solve anything and that he needs such things to not happen, otherwise he would continue exploding at me because that's the only time I listen to him. After a few hours, we spoke again. He apologized for yelling and I apologized for the miscommunication that happened. Okay, first, I feel like that person's apology, like, I'm pretty sure it's a girl at this point, like, her apology was like, I'm sorry, bud. No. And she didn't need to apologize. It's like he decided not to take the road. Let him be. And then you move on. Despite resolving this later that night, I was crying due to the fact that he so easily yells at me when he's upset. And that's not okay.
Yeah, I agree.
She has also let him, like, it's not okay. Because first off, he's like, that's the only time you listen. So he's like, this should not happen again. I'm going to continue yelling. That's not a workable solution for both of them. I was so upset that even on such an important day for me, I felt like he picked fights. And to add to this, yelling is such a red flag for me and I never do that to him or anyone for that matter. How are you guys planning a wedding? That's 1 week to come. And he has been yelling at you. He probably has been yelling at you throughout. How?
I don't know. I just got here.
The next morning, we're having breakfast and he asked why I seemed gloomy. So I told him that everything's okay. I'm just processing what happened yesterday. He asked me to please share with him. So I told him that I felt like my special day was kind of ruined by fighting about things we could have easily resolved. Yeah, that's annoying. Things that should just be a no-brainer to solve. He immediately just flipped and started getting angry again. Nope. He blamed me for the fight, and when I replied that I didn't think it's fair to blame me, he got angrier and said that he can't do this, that I'm not a good communicator, and that he cannot get married like this.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
Both of you are horrible communicators. I was full.
Hey, guys, spread it out, man.
I was full on shocked. I thought he was just saying that out of emotions like many times before. So he has threatened to quit on this marriage. Well, the marriage plan so many times. And you've been there, living with it. No problem solved, just existing with it. I'm leaning towards bullet dodged at this point. Good thing he called off the wedding. I'm leaning towards she dodged the bullet. But this time he actually ended up sending a mass text to some guests to let them know that the wedding is called off. Oh no.
Huh? No.
Okay, that's embarrassing because he sent the text alone. It should come from both of them, right? I was flabbergasted at the quickness and so confused. We started arguing and then had to leave for a day. So it was probably like, yeah, it was breakfast and then they had to leave and have a day. Like, wait. So he actually said, wait, this is over. They have zero conversation about it. And then he's like, mass texting guests. Who does that?
I don't know.
Okay, later that day when we returned to the same house, why? When we returned, I asked if this is truly something he wants to call everything off, and he responded with a confident yes. What I thought was an action of anger seemed to... He sent out messages to people saying that the wedding is over. What's the meaning of action of anger? Are you even going... Like, there's no way in hell that I'm going back to stand on that altar in front of those people that you had texted to say that this is not happening anymore. Hell no. And she still needed like second confirmation. I don't know why they're still in the same place. Like, call off work, everybody grabs a small bag and the house is empty. One of you has to leave. What I thought was an action of anger seemed to be solid for him. For the rest of the night and the next day, I tried to fix things between us. Why? After many hours of talking and lots of crying from my end, he kept explaining that I don't communicate well. Both of you don't communicate well, and that this cancellation was my fault. I tried to offer some solutions, but he was full on with the decision to cancel and break up. I asked if we could give it another day or two to ensure that this is what he wants before we cancel the venue. He declined and asked to cancel the venue and vendors immediately, so we did. The next day I went on errands and then met with my friend. It was truly such a hard day and I was heartbroken.
Aww.
Still digesting this is happening. Okay, I'm just embarrassed. Like, I'm just thinking, oh, okay, this is annoying. I probably need to fall in real. Like, no. It's just not okay for people to treat people like that. And I don't plan on treating anyone like that, so I don't think that I don't believe that I should be receiving such treatment. And why would she just sit there and take it until she tried to fix things? When I came home, he asked to talk and started crying that he regrets everything he said in the last days. Okay, just calm down and keep reading, goodness. You can do it. You can do it. That he didn't mean it. Yeah, you did. He was angry and didn't think straight. In the future, he's not going to think straight. He will be angry and do things to you that we don't want to talk about. Like, no. You meant every word.
Absolutely.
He said he will start therapy and wanted to do couples counseling now too. After I offered it many times. Like, that should have been the first conversation they had. Anyways, he apologized profusely and kept asking if we could mend everything or whether he effed up. Is that a question? Or is you stating a fact? Yes, he effed up. I was almost sure this regret would come, and honestly, maybe it was mean, but I said, yeah, you effed up big time. Yeah, it was not mean, it was like the truth. He made a rash decision that hurt our relationship big time. yes, there's no going back from there. He pretty much begged for another chance, but everything is cancelled and my trust is shattered. As it should. The wedding is supposed to be in 2 days. His aunt was supposed to be on the way to our house to help us pack decorations, and now there's no way we can schedule everything again. And frankly, I don't want to at this point. Why would you want to get into a marriage with a human like that? Like, he might be a good person, but not a good person for you. Yeah, that's me saying it really, really nicely. Like, not a good person for you. This is not the first he cancels plans or breaks up with me during a disagreement. Everyone is telling us that this is fixable. How? That clearly we love each other, so if we want, this situation doesn't have to be the end of the relationship. But I don't understand how. My question, like, how? So much time, effort, and money has gone into this wedding that's now done. Plus, more importantly, I can't trust him anymore. Plus, he just embarrassed you in front of all of your family and friends. So, no. People will just take rash decisions like that and they're so sure of it. Of course, it's like, you know what, let this be over. I know people can talk out of anger. But going ahead to be like, you know what, texting messages to guests and be like, sorry, this is cancelled. Going on to cancel vendors, like, oh. The message was it for me. Like, saying those things, fine, everyone can be pissed and we say things out of anger, but canceling, talking to guests and canceling the messages was your cue to pack up and leave. Now, I don't know what to do at this point. You've already done the right thing. We were supposed to go to our honeymoon right after, so I think I'm going by myself. He asked if we can go together and spend that time to fix things. Fix what? Why? But I'm just questioning everything. I think I prefer going by myself to do so. I'm meeting some really nice, cute guys there.
What?
To do some soul searching. Should I call this quits and move on with my life, or take his word and start couples counseling? I feel like they should have done couples counseling before planning a wedding, and they might have given them some tricks that would have bettered their communication if they actually do care about each other that much.
Nice.
I love him with my entire heart, and we had many loving experiences between us over the years. So they had dated for years and this attitude like continued. We don't have any issues aside from such incidents, but I don't know whether it's actually possible to come back from this. Thoughts and advice? What do you guys think in the comments? Would you, okay, guy or girl, would you come back from this? Would you go back and have that wedding? Someone comments and saying that for me, what sticks out is he seems bent on ruining special moments for you. That feels calculated. Does he have trouble controlling his temper or reactions at work? With friends? Exactly. Like, you don't blow out at work like, you know what, I'll quit this job because I'm mad today. No. Then you come home and you're bringing that attitude? Sorry. If not, he's choosing to use you as a punching bag. And then Opie responds by saying he has trouble controlling his reactions with friends and at work too. Once he cools down, he processes what happens and tries to ensure it won't happen again. Although these situations have lessened with time, this last blow up was disproportionately huge. That sounds like a him problem, and he should have seen therapy before you guys were planning a wedding. So there's an update. I think 5 days after the post there was an update. Just wanted to provide an update since all this happened. He apologized profusely, we've heard that before, and offered to return the venue and still go and get married on the same day. He also offered couples counseling starting now and right after we get married if I still want to. He also offered to go on the trip together to fix things. I declined to everything.
Come on, man.
Since the damage has been done, and I decided to go on the honeymoon myself while he packs all his items. He's going to start his own therapy journey while we're broken up. Exactly. I don't know what's next, but this hurts so much because we still love each other. He's going to work on his mental health to address the impulsive actions when he's upset. He also realized it wasn't actually a communication issue, but rather how he felt attacked due to his own confidence. True.
Okay.
I appreciate his honesty, but I can't see how it's possible to forgive what happened. Now that he is thinking about therapy and beginning to calm down, but like still, he's not in the stage for any of them to be getting into a marriage at this point. Like she said, he has to go on his own therapy journey alone. 4 months later, there's another update, and there is a commenter that said, you dodged the bullet. So I guess we're leaning on this side. She dodged the bullet. And she's like, definitely did. Thankful it ended this way since I was so humiliated I couldn't go back. Exactly what I kept saying. Like the humiliation. Immediately he pressed send on the message to the guest. That was it.
Okay.
And then 7 months later, and 11 months from the first time that she posted her first post, so 7 plus 4, 11. For everyone who attempted to talk some sense into me, you all have no idea how many times the comments in the original post saved me from going back and second guessing myself. You literally saved me. Oh, please. You took care of yourself. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. The moment I stepped back fully, I felt so much more like myself, a confident, lively, and silly version of myself. I missed her so much, and to add to it, my 31st birthday felt like a complete rebirth. Almost a year later, I'm somehow the happiest I've ever been. My entire life fell apart and I struggled immensely, but surprise, everything worked out. Now I'm in a new relationship and it feels so peaceful, which took a lot of adjusting to. The ex feels like a past life. Thank you, and thank you. You're welcome. Even though we didn't help in that comment, but you're welcome. I'm pretty sure the comments here would have said the same thing before this update. For anyone reading this, please leave the abusive relationship. If you're questioning whether it's abusive, the odds of it being so are high. Your sanity, mental wellness, and physical health matter. Don't forget that it does get better, not only in movies. Like, you have to take care of yourself, and this is such a happy ending to all of the BS that she had to do it. So I guess the conclusion is that she did dodge a bullet. I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments. See you guys in the next one. Bye.